on the broadcast just about how much energy both teams seem to be expending when you're playing a team that almost mirrors the way that you guys play. How tough can it be to crack through sometimes?
Yeah, I mean it's almost playing against yourself,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I mean it's just trying to exploit the weaknesses. I thought it was obviously a hard-fought game. They have a big, strong lineup, and it was a physical game. So obviously got the 1 point, but it's not satisfied with that, and we'll try to get back on track on Monday.
Kobe, the team seems pretty comfortable when you go down a goal. There doesn't seem to be much panic. What does that maybe say about the team when you do go down, that it always seems like there's a belief you're going to come back?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you're down a goal, so you're one play away from tying it up, so there's certainly no need to panic, and, just keep on going, keep on plugging away, and, eventually we got the tying goal.
For whatever the reason is the power play just doesn't seem to be producing the way you guys would like right now. Anything you can point to that you just feel is missing right now for that group?
I mean, we're getting chances. I mean, last night we got some good chances. Tonight we got some good chances. So just keep on battling, keep on going. Maybe try and simplify a little bit. Try to get more stuff to the net and create off of that. And yeah, just work at it.
I feel like it's maybe one of those things where if you can just get one to go, maybe the ketchup bottle opens a little bit and you can start flowing a little bit.
I mean, that's what we're looking for. So got to get the first one and go from there.
I was talking with Anže about how similarly both teams play. Was it tough to kind of break through when you're almost playing a mirror of yourselves?
Yeah, I think, they're a hard team to play against. They got big guys. So yeah, similar, but, they came out ahead in that. It was a tough game.
Penalty kill has been pretty impressive as of late, another shorthanded goal. What do you feel like is just going right with that unit right now?
I think taking less helps. Guys are fresh. They're jumping on their toes out there when we do take penalties, so it's been big.
Another shorthanded goal for Joel Armia. What's he brought to that unit, not just with the threat the other way, but also how he's able to just kind of kill plays in his own end as well?
Yeah, I think we've seen him move up and down the lineup. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife guy. He can plays a lot of skill and also a lot of responsibility. So he's been great for us.
What
So
communication?
how frustrating is it not being able to get it done at home?
Yeah, obviously really frustrating. We want to win at home. We've been good here historically, so it's frustrating. Something we got to figure out.
Is it something that's lacking in your play here as opposed to on the road?
I don't know. I don't think we had great energy coming out tonight. I don't think. Yeah, I think there's a lot of factors to that. I wouldn't just say that's playing at home because, like I said, we like playing at home. We usually have great energy here, so just turn the page and be better next time.
What communication are you having out there on the PK that is encouraging and almost giving yourselves permission to spring on some chances like that?
Yeah, I think just being on the same page. We're maybe one of the most aggressive teams in the penalty kill in the league. So just when we're all on the same page, it's really hard, and you can force guys into turnovers. They want to make plays, and you make them make a mistake, and you can go the other way.
You can only speak for your unit, but you guys had some looks on the PP. It's just not going into the net right. Anything you can point to that's maybe lacking with the finish on the PP?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we've had, like you said, some good looks on our unit. We're kind of more of a mucky, get it to the net, and just try to get some second chances. So, you got to think things are going to even out, and we're going to start popping them in.
Would you like a shot at the first unit?
I mean, sure, but we got some good players on our team, so I'm not knocking on the coach's office for that.
Just to start off, obviously, the power play, 0 for 5, 5-on-3 opportunity. You guys have 4 shots. You have the great chance that was stopped by Swayman, but what did you see that kept you guys from converting there?
On the 5-on-3 specifically?
Or just overall from the game?
Well, overall, execution. The 5-on-3, they had one good block on Juice's first shot, and then Kuzi found him through the seam on the second one. Good save. But just not good enough. Not good enough execution.
You have Kempe playing the point. What do you think about his decision-making from that position so far?
Well, I think the power play's probably struggled in general, so I'm not going to single one guy out, but I think the group of 5 of them clearly are not getting it done as constructed. We've talked about it a few times. I know Dennis has asked about it, so yeah, it's something we're thinking about, and it doesn't look good, and it's cost us games. So when you get to that point, at some point, you might have to make some changes.
How have you seen the versatility of Joel Armia kind of grow in the ways that you've been able to use him?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about him right from the, I think, first few days of training camp. He's come in and impressed, and he's played up and down, and he deserves to play more minutes than he's currently getting. His last couple of games, he hasn't played as much, but he's played really well. So I've had to talk to him about that. You know, we've had some other players that have been here, you know, have done a good job for us, but he's slowly, so I'm loyal to those guys, but he's slowly scratching and clawing. He's going to take somebody's job. That's just the way it goes. In the end, you have to perform, and he's performing, and so he's going to have to play more.
Jim, it's another point, but it's another loss at home. Are you playing differently here than on the road?
I wouldn't say so, no. No, I would not say at all. I think if you go back and go through our home losses, I don't know, somebody else can do it, but I'll give you a project. If you go back and you look at the scoring chances, and then you go out on the road and look at the scoring chances, I don't think you'll see much different in the differential, besides a couple teams where we didn't play that well at home, just generally. So what is it? I mean, we're not scoring a lot of goals at home, I can tell you that.
Armia leads the league in shorthanded goals, and you as a team lead the league in shorthanded goals. How pivotal can those be to steal a point when the 5-on-5 and the power play aren't getting it done the way you want?
Yeah,
it to?
well, I mean, you would have expected to get one on the power play, right? You're not trying to expect to get one on the penalty kill, which has been very good lately. We've shut teams down, but that's just a really big moment. You know, that's Army saw the play develop and he jumped up to join Morsey. Sometimes on a penalty kill, of course, late you got to score, but sometimes you just defer. You go off the ice or you shoot the puck down. So, you know, in that moment, they went for it and we got a good result.
Jim, is it more frustrating that one facet of your special teams is great and the other one is abysmal?
Well, you know what? We've got some experience with it, Dennis, unfortunately, right? I think we went through that for the most part last season until Kuzi arrived. And then, you know, really got going when Juice went on the point in the last 4 or 5 games of the season and then into the playoffs. So that's when the power play was at its best. It was one of the best in the league from the trade deadline on. So you say, well, it doesn't make sense. Well, it's clearly not going now, so there probably has to be some changes made.
You teased a lineup change prior to the game. It really was Dumoulin and Eddie being flipped. Just what'd you see there, and did you like what you saw?
I did, yeah. I did. We wanted to try to hard match them against Pasternak's line, and I thought they did a really good job, you know, as a pair, a little bit like Mikey and Gabby had did last year with Eddie on the right. So, no, they did their job, yeah.
Do you have a third player that you'd feel comfortable playing at the top of the power play? Because one of the things I'd see is, let's say if you wanted to move Juice back into the wall, into the circle, and you play Clark there, who would run it up top on the second unit, I guess?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I think if you look at it, Dewey and Clarkey are probably the 2 power play D that you have there right now. Yeah, so that poses a bit of a problem.
Jim, obviously it's not something you want to practice in terms of overtime, but what is it? It seems like this team kind of struggles or maybe is a little bit more impatient when it comes to chances in overtime. You kind of seeing the same thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Historically, I don't know that we've been a great overtime team. You know, Juice had the back-to-back overtime goals this year. I know Q had a couple big overtime goals last year. It's difficult. It's difficult to practice because different scenarios happen. It's a man-on-man situation. And what happens a lot in overtime, you saw it again tonight, is usually one team has a chance, and if they don't execute, it goes back the other way because people are being aggressive and they get tired, and it goes the other way. So, yeah, we're on the wrong side of it tonight, even though we didn't really possess it much.